play it cool.
No. Challenge everything. Eat Ace Berg. It's in your butt. I don't really necessarily like when games throw a lot of intros at me that I can't skip. Do you? Does anyone? Anyone like that? Alright. Conarium. Here we go. Alright, this is a weird windowed mode, but fine, we'll take it. Alright, cool. So, I did the first 45 minutes or so of this yesterday. So if you missed the beginning, some of this won't make too much sense, but you'll still probably be able to enjoy the atmosphere because it's creepy. And I'll give you a rundown. You are, from what I can gather of this game, I don't know everything about it. This is my first time playing it, but from what I'm understanding, it's kind of based on Lovecraft, specifically Mountains of Madness, and you are like a scientist dude in an Arctic base, kind of like the Thing movie. And you've been doing some like crazy psychedelic drugs under a controlled experiment. And people are missing and kind of crazy and some shit's going down. And I think my character forgot everything and is trying to recover his memory. And he's also bleeding smoke out of his crotch. So, combination, a recipe for disaster.
What was the need for such security measures?
Right, so I need that handle. So that's why I came back down here. But yeah, they were trying some crazy shit. There was like some device that they were researching, that they were using for experiments, that apparently is potentially extraterrestrial
Need a phonograph cylinder.
in nature. So it's quite bizarre.
Locked.
So this is where I got stuck last time. Not really stuck, but I don't exactly know where to go from here.
Locked.
This is also locked door simulator. Blink 182. Are you referencing the fact that Emperor DeLong is currently in the advanced stages of his plan to disclose the alien threat?
It's stuck.
And that Ambassador DeLong, who is building an anti-gravity UFO device, is also soon going to be making films? Just for fun. Just like some movies and some TV shows and stuff and some comic books. With the same company that is supposedly building an anti-gravity vehicle.
Looks like I need something to get this elevator.
So I've officially walked around in a circle, and I don't know where to go next. Live long and prosper. Say it ain't so. I will not go. Gotta find like a crank. Why can't I just take the handle off of the other elevator? But yeah, there's so I need this crank. If I could just rip this off, that would be great. Guess not. Alright, so I'm convinced there's nothing else down there, and I have to find something up here before I can go further down there. No, there's no Mario tonight. I'm gonna try to do some Mario tomorrow for Halloween. Well, not for Halloween, but like during the day, and then do my Halloween stream a little bit later. I might want to go trick-or-treating though, guys, so please, if I don't show up on time, understand. Please understand. Aren't you a little tall to be a trick-or-treater?
No.
Who are you this year, Sonny Jim?
Coloring.
Why is that voice coming out of a 6-foot-tall, person wearing a Darth Vader mask?
No, coloring. I have great respect for Darth Vader.
Also, someone tweeted a picture of Kylo Ren bananas at me. I was like, oh yeah, we got a new Star Wars movie coming out soon. There's gonna be some Yoda bananas and some Chewbacca jock itch cream.
Coloring.
Luke Skywalker wart removal gear. Benjamin Bigsby aloe vera cream. There's no character in Star Wars named Benjamin Bigsby, but I thought, yeah, throw some fan fiction in there too.
Coloring them. Coloring them. Coloring.
Could be a remix. Come on. Fuck, there's no power. I read most of the books that I found yesterday, so if you want some of that backstory, watch the 45 minute stream I did yesterday and you'll understand it. Well, understand is a strong word.
Did I lock my door? I don't remember where my keys are.
Yeah, well that's what we're trying to figure out. Okay, I've been in most rooms multiple times. Is this just gonna be a matter of me opening a drawer until I find something? All the members awakened without any problem, except for Frank Gilman. All of a sudden, his heart ceased beating around 1:45 a.m. He was extremely cold and there was no detectable pulse. While I was preparing to perform cardiac compression, he momentarily opened his eyes. I'm unsure how much time passed since his heart failed to beat, but it can't have been more than 5 minutes. Then came the event that shook us all. The cause was the very words Frank uttered directly to Dr. Faust right after he awakened. I don't know how to explain it because his voice was muffled and almost indiscernible, but I'm convinced that the voice I heard did not belong to Frank. As a medical doctor, I can say this, that this is not completely impossible for someone in this condition, but there was something wrong with what I heard. It was a sound that no human vocal cords could produce. What, like... That's 2 tones. Those are 2 separate notes. I can make a chord with my duck voice. That's a sound no human can make. If you can do a chord with your duck voice, please send me a tweet.
It's locked.
Okay, maybe there's something in here. Oh no, just rot.
It's stuck.
Yep. Locked, stuck, fucked. Herbal tea. Was that beans? Good. Okay, well we've double checked every area. This is gonna be a long playthrough. Cock and bollocks, cock and bollocks, cock and bollocks. Now, Super Mario World. It's a blast from deep past. Super Mario. This is really bumming me out. I guess I could ask the chat for help, but I don't know who here has played this, if anyone. I guess we'll go back outside. You know what? We haven't been outside enough. I've been outside one time. I avoided going outside last time more than once. Maybe there's a solution out here. I just feel so uncomfortable in real life when I go out here. It reminds me that the summer is over and it's getting cold. Today was pretty cold. Fall is finally here. No more of these 75 degree, 80 degree fall days.
It's not safe to go farther away from the expedition base in this weather.
Near the tree, you'll find a key. Really? Near the tree. Well, I've been in there. I've been in there and I made sure I cleaned that area out. Clean! This is my run speed right now. I think my character's like dying of hypothermia. And it's my fault. Take the handle on the side of the radio station. Okay, because I went up to the radio station and I didn't find a goddamn thing. Search for yellow snow. It's a healing item. What did Frank Zappa say? Watch out where the huskies go, don't you eat that yellow snow. It was a cautionary tale for future generations. Okay, well, we're gonna go right back outside, because apparently I did a 180-degree turn without actually realizing it. Okay, thank you for the help. The radio room handle, right? We need a handle from the radio room. So I was in here last night, and I found... well, I didn't find anything. For a while, my nights have been plagued by bizarre nightmares wherein I have been talking to an unsubstantial figure. When I wake up every morning, I fail to remember either his visage or the content of the dialogue, only his silhouette, talking in a somber tone. These nightmares keep me from sleeping comfortably, the kind of sleep I am longing for. I haven't mentioned this to anybody yet, but I'm feeling a constant urge to do so, as if my well-being is in the balance. It would be most logical to consult with Dr. Dre about this. Dr. DeWitt. You have found a secret. Could have fooled me.
Some electrical condition in the disturbed air seems to prevent communication.
So I'm gonna need a crank. Found a secret. Have I talked about Stranger Things yet? Well, I'm still going through it. I'm on like episode 7. But so far, it's a good season. A little weird at times. I don't want to spoil anything, but a couple of bizarre plot lines that seem like they're just trying to make...
Frank Gilman from Upperwatt Antarctic Expedition. Over. They may be out of reach.
It seems like they have so many characters that they had to figure out what to do with some of them, and it was like difficult. So they just said fuck it. But it's good. I'm really enjoying it. Alright, I don't see any cranks. I can go with the other person's suggestion, which is that there's a key in near the tree. Green pulsing line. There's a puzzle here. I can't seem to... Why am I so good at video games, is the question. Why? How could one man be this good at video games? One man. One man's quest. Bob Newby is played by the dude from The Goonies. Yes, yes. That's Sean Astin. He was also in Lord of the Rings. You may remember him as Sam in Lauder. And also, here's a little piece of trivia. Get ready for this. This is gonna blow your mind. So, the character's name is Bob Newby. Right? This is his first year on the cast of Stranger Things. He is a newbie to the series. Whoa! Don't appear to be any keys here.
Okay, I need something to get it open. Okay, I need something to get it open.
Do you want a glove?
Okay, I need something to get it open.
Gotta look at the railing. Look at the railing. Okay, I'm beginning to think that this is Japes. I'm beginning to feel the drippage. Alright. Alright. I got nothing. I got nothing. You missed stuff in the radio room. How is that possible? Stay on this floor, says Desert. Dude, I've done like 3 laps of this place. If this is an issue of me Cthulhu? A statue beautifully carved from a blue crystal depicts a humanoid figure sitting in a meditative posture. The most striking feature of the carving is an octopian mask it wears on its face. exactly helping me.
It's stuck.
It looks cool. I'm making just random noises now. I really, really want to apologize for anyone who's trying to take this seriously. This is a weird night for me. I'm feeling very, very silly. Look for Clark's room and do the puzzle. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to do. You know, sometimes you don't know what to do. So you don't know what to do, and you go fuck yourself, and, yep, that's about it.
What was the need for such security measures?
Okay. I don't know what to do.
It won't open.
There was a locked door, you know. Crew quarters. Go to the crew quarters. I'll go to the crew quarters. I mean, if this is gonna come down to, once again, me finding a random little thing that I didn't see, because I've been to almost every room a couple times, at least. I just don't feel like I know what I'm looking for, really. Which is, of course, why we're stuck. Here we go, here's the room with the machine, right? So, let's see.
This device, its noises are resonating in my mind.
So we've been here, this is where the game starts. Here's the thing I can't interact with. So, whoever said go in that room, I feel satisfied that I searched it. Now we have to find Clark's room. So, in the crew quarters... there's a number of locked doors. Living quarters, right? So here's the living quarters. So, we gotta look for, doesn't have names.
Locked.
So these are just locked doors. Crew rooms. So here's another room. Crew room. So here's, Blake, Barlow, Gilman, Faust. Okay. So we gotta find Clark's room. Here are the lockers. Barlow. DeWitt. There's no one named Clark. Blake. You mean Blake. Okay. Who was saying Clark? I missed the button to turn on the power! Okay. see what I have to do. I see the red lines. I have to match the speed with the red lines. Okay, so we matched the speed, but now we need the length. And possibly even girth. I think I heard something unlock. That was just a random noise. Never mind. Not the correct noise. I can just do this with WASD. That was so much easier. You're using... Oh. Oh, hi there, head. Are you a real head? Okay. But we didn't even talk. Is that a third eye?
Who are you?
I'm Frank. Frank Gilman.
Is that so?
Is there a problem with that?
My name is Frank Gilman, an anthropologist joining this expedition upon the invitation by Venerable Dr. Faust himself.
Chung, what is life?
That it's me? That's absurd. Why? You're claiming that you are me, Frank Gilman, but you are just a machine.
And you are just air.
Oh. God, this is like Chung all over again. Fuck.
Air?
Chung, what is the meaning of life? Chung, what are Bible parameters?
It doesn't answer me. Where is everybody?
They are here.
I don't see anybody around. Are you sure?
Yes.
What do you know about Dr. Faust?
He is the Grand Mastermind and the pioneer of this expedition.
This is like 1949 robot technology, by the way.
Okay, Frank. Tell me, why are you here exactly?
I am here because of my extensive knowledge on the human pineal gland. I am one of the Conarians.
Conarianaut?
Voyagers beyond.
They're like astral projecting.
What
Projecting.
beyond?
I can speak.
No answer.
Is that really a secret? What do you know? I actually missed all this stuff in this one room. I have to be a little bit more thorough with my searching. I strictly remember thinking to myself, I obviously have to come back here because I can't activate stuff. Like maybe I have to turn the power on someplace else and then come back into the room, but I have to be more thorough. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of mysticism, like a lot of spirit quest stuff. I'm not describing this properly, but the idea of exploring that which is in your mind through the use of psychedelics. This has been something that has happened in many cultures throughout history. Okay, so now I know where to go. A psychonaut, if you will. Yeah.
Looks like I need something to get this elevator to work.
Insert hand. No, that's not what you would do. I think we have to open the other thing with the handle. See, games like this are possible because of things like unified engines. If this developer had to build their own engine. What? Cat, you're ruining the picture, Cat. What are you doing here, Cat? I can feel my allergies already getting terrible. Oh fuck, we're going on a... I think we're going on a journey. Oh no! Cat, please save me, please. Kitty? Those aren't cat noises. Those are some potent potables. Why is the light just swallowed when I look over here? The fuck? What the fuck? It's like this whole part of the room doesn't exist. I'm in the upside down.
Who is this?
This dude's pineal gland got way too open.
With so much decomposition.
I wonder if his pineal gland got an STD. We've finally finished excavating the monolith that was silently waiting for a soul to see it again, situated within the circular building we reached with The link elevator, that magnificent piece of carving, was buried halfway down under a mound of debris and most probably could have been written in the earliest pages of history. I cannot describe exactly my feelings for the first time when I stood aghast, contemplating that gigantic stonework inside of those time-worn halls of silence. Only God knows how many ages have passed since its initial carving. Just thinking about its age sends shivers down my spine. Which civilization could have constructed such grandeur, now waving a forlorn goodbye without giving away its secrets to its masters? For more, even though most of them are damaged beyond repair, we spotted some symbols resembling the rock art of the Sahara Desert in the southeast Algeria. We don't have any strong evidence to suggest anything, but Cornell Blake clings mostly to the continental drift theory. In any case, we don't have enough data on its age, but it's evident that history needs to be rewritten yet again. Oh yeah, I'm sure those will be published in journals real soon.
Oh, yes. These are the pre-human species we found frozen in a cave far south of the base.
Yeah, I'm sure if you got something as big as that could potentially upend modern academia, that won't be met with any resistance or controversy. Nope. Just rewrite that history, son. The walls are shitting.
I believe no more can we harbor ourselves on the safest shores, for there are things that cannot be undone. I think you should retire to your room. I'm going to think a bit more.
Oh, fuck. It's well and truly Halloween now. Yet again, I did not issue a spook warning. For I did not know such things would be present. This game was made in what?
Locked.
Unreal Engine 4?
It's locked. Locked.
Think about how much effort it must take.
Locked.
To keep all these candles lit. Like, you have to actively go and light all of these candles. Check carpet bag. I tried. There's no option to, I mean, it seems conspicuously placed.
It's locked.
But everything's locked. Locked door simulator continues. Oh, jeez. Okay. Danger Bone says, I had colleagues that attempted to extend the age of the second mountain building event in New England by 100 million years based on zircon dates from granites. Needless to say that the older geologists were having none of it. It's the same for a lot of archaeology, and the Sphinx, I think, the Sphinx is interesting because there's some evidence that it's way older than we thought it was due to, like, kind of erosion and the potential that there was actually water. Like, the water levels were really high on the Sphinx at one point, but archaeologists, like a lot of pre-established archaeology, is just set, and it's very difficult for stuff like that to be studied and taken seriously, especially when certain people's careers are on the line, and so it's kind of hard to get a lot of that stuff looked at. Shit, Protoss look weird in StarCraft 3. Here's the Goron city. Let's see. Sculptures reminded us of the terracotta army sculptures found in China. Puppets. A lot of gateways leading to dark and damp corridors that were mostly caved in or carved in ages past. Some of them were covered by strange ivy-like plants swaying back and forth, despite there being no external force to move them. Personally start to examine them. First submarine explorations revealed what was lying in the underwater caves. The most striking features were the structures with openings in them, like doors and windows. They made us wonder whether these caverns had been carved underwater, or if they had been submerged at a later date and thus had become redundant to those who had carved them. Pronunciation of the Zissis? Well, how do you pronounce it? Deers, Divarse, the legendary drink of the oldest myths. I heard about that elusive mixture decades ago when I was writing my thesis on Salvia divinorum, also known as the Sage of the Diviners. An ethnogenic plant used mostly in religious or shamanic ceremonies. You should watch on YouTube Driving on Salvia or Gardening on Salvia. Some interesting videos. Shamanic ceremonies. For centuries, no one could gather any information about it other than its legendary mystical psychoactive properties. In some sources, it was a drink of the gods, while in others, a key for opening gates to places that lie beyond the conventional human senses, the sole bridge to be passed in order to leave the bodily restrictions of the flesh. Most scholars would kill even for a hint about one of its lost ingredients. That's something I was on the lookout for throughout my career. A new formula is forming in my mind. I feel like there is a chance for me to produce, if not the original, then a variant of the legendary mixture with the new clues I have uncovered during my work here. Dude's like brewing ayahuasca in the most remote region on Earth. Maybe not the best idea. Maybe not the best idea. Mountains of Madness. It's like the thing kind of looked like you know what I'm thinking. Some of you know what I'm thinking. Come on. What the hell's the name of it? You know that thing? It's really powerful. It's a really powerful thing. A certain wand, a Hitachi wand.
Right. I don't know if you can hear me, but I am trying searching for the only way.
Hey! Hey, can you hear me? Damn it! Who was he?
No, salvia is not synthetic, but I think the drink of the gods, or whatever the fuck they're trying to, the dude was trying to create. That was the synthetic thing. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. This is straight up H.R. Giger. Well, not really. A little bit. A little bit. Not too much.
This is amazing. Most of the ground-level structures have been crumbled and rounded from untold eons of savage storms, and thus weathered into shapeless ruins. However, both the ground level and the cavern systems below are clearly displayed in these bas-reliefs. The most striking features depicted in this grand panorama, I believe, are the tall, occasional towering spires, which somehow resemble a lighthouse. They all seem like focusing a light beam towards a colossal structure in the center. Could there be some sort of religious meaning behind this? Or simply something that has a more practical use? I'm not sure.
I think it's just a really good fried chicken recipe. Just told in the weirdest way possible. Like, I would really like to know how the ancients created their finest fried chicken. But yeah, I love the Lovecraftian influenced shit. Like, Eternal Darkness is obviously a game I reference a lot. And this reminds me a lot of that, in a good way.
So this is the strong light that can be seen from ground level.
So is this the spot? Maybe this is where everything is being focused? Well, it only appears to be... Maybe this is focusing outward. Maybe this is one of the... Yeah, this might be one of the beacons that's focusing the light someplace else. Maybe the idea is that this wasn't Antarctic. Maybe there was some kind of, like, polar shift, and this part of the world was actually ancient city. Many eons ago. Vinny, use the beacon. Okay, I thought I just Needed to pick up that crank. How do you use the beacon? I guess we'll try pressing the beacon. I mean, I got kind of close to it before and I couldn't do anything with it. I'm attempting to press the beacon.
So this is the strong light.
I cannot press the beacon.
From ground level.
Oh, now it was Japes. I can do nothing here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I can't even press the opening, chat. I can't do anything with it. Really, I can't. The white doorway has an icon that pops up. Well, when I click the white icon, my character says, "This must be the light!" Relax, I got this. I say that with no confidence in myself, but... relax. Alright, so I found some weird crank thing. Could be a key or a handle or a lever. That elevator goes down as well? Are you sure about that? I'm going to waste 3 minutes of stream time finding out. Like, it went down once. I don't know if it can go down yet another time. Let's see. This is... It can go down another time. Cool. The really deep, dank caves. This is where the alien bases are. Did you ever see the, why would you have, but... Has anyone ever seen the, supposed proof that we have a hollow Earth? Some people claim it's a UFO opening, and it's just this giant, like, gape. Yeah, it's like a satellite photo, and it's like a really large hole in a mountain or something. And people claim it's a UFO exit. There is some strange vegetation filling most of the hallways, as amazing as it is deadly. There is a hidden world right beneath the Upatop base, and even though I was prepared to find such a place, it was way different than imagining alone. We tried to cut our way through, but the plant reacted with a highly poisonous gas seemingly coming from its glowing buds. I issued a warning to stop anyone going near any of these plants they came across in any of those caverns. I also noticed a strange phenomenon after I spent some time examining a sample from the plant. It occurred to me that the individual vines grow and shrink in length on demand. It also seems as though it can move, and even though there are no air currents, and this movement seems too regular to be caused by natural factors. This may sound strange, but I have the notion that it is conscious, at least on some level. I mean, but really, what is consciousness, really? No, I mean, really, what's the deal with consciousness?
Hey! Anyone here?
As far as I can tell, there's no way to actually swing the axe.
Anybody? Where are they, for God's sake?
The beam, the light beam.
These ivy-like plants are blocking the way. These plants release a poisonous gas when cut. These plants release a poisonous gas when cut.
So I guess I have to be in a suit. This really is like Stranger Things. How the lights actually have little, you know, there's a logic to this. Like the lights all have wires that go to this box here. Very good detail. Yeah, how does my character know that? Maybe he remembers more than we think he does. I'm sorry, I missed something down there. I figured I need to come back up here so I could wear a suit. The book told you about the plants. Oh. Oh. I didn't see anything else down there. I mean, here's the thing. If you, okay, if possible, if you guys have played the game before and you want to throw a hint my way, that's great. If I ask for a hint, great. If you know for sure, like 100% that I'm missing something, let me know. If you're just assuming and you're like kind of backseating to the point where you think I might be missing something, but you're not sure, but you're still gonna type in all caps, Binyat, go back. That's a little bit much. That's backseating. Hints, great. If I'm stuck and you want to see the stream progress, definitely throw me a hand, throw me a lifeline. But otherwise, eat pant, please. So, I have a couple of new things now. I have an axe. Maybe I could just wear this suit.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now? Locked.
Well, I guess these aren't really suits, are they? Twitch plays Vinesauce.
Locked. Did I lock my door? I don't remember where my keys are.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just assume that I have to chop axe doors. I can't even swing the axe. Like, I can look at it. Be nice if I could go in there, but I can't. Maybe use the light to burn the plant, just spitballing, haven't even been watching this whole stream. That seems likely. I don't know how to make that happen, but I'm certainly gonna try. Use axe on tree. Like, there's no prompt on the tree. Why? And like, where's the logic? I guess you don't really necessarily have logic when there's a game about fucking psychedelic mind-altering substances and Lovecraftian horror. Here we go again. Here we are, down here. One more time. I like the idea of using the light to burn the vines. But I don't know how to rotate the thing. There's no kiosk for doing something like that.
These ivy-like plants are blocking the way.
It's a little vague. You'll notice I'm not the best puzzle solver. Use axe on crate, please. Do you know this for a fact? There was a dial. Hang on a minute. You saw a dial? Oh yeah. Look at that. It didn't have a big, like, glowing orb on it. Listen, I need glowing orbs. I'm a baby. I'm a Vinebab. I need to see orbs. Or at least some light. And again, I can't use the axe. Someone told me to break the crates with the axe. This isn't a Half-Life crowbar. I can't swing it at will. Pretty squid-like. Strange. Torch holders? Are they pronounced... Is it braziers? 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 Head. How did the head get put back on?
What was that I've just seen?
does actually look a little bit like Metroid. Five pieces of stone with different glyphs on them. It really, really reminds me of Talon 4. In bird culture, they sit on that guy's lap and listen to spoopy stories. In bird culture, this is considered a round table. But the question is, what's the law for spoopy stories in bird culture? So what's the bird law?
If I am not mistaken, this relief depicts that the overgrown floor we came across at the various points in the cavern can be cleared away with an iridescent device, a tool or a talisman. Curiously, we still haven't been able to find the roots of those plants. They seem to seep out of these caverns by passing through crevices which look as if intentionally made for them. What other secrets might these silent halls conceal from us?
Well, for one, I think we have confirmation that lizard people exist. The reptilian agenda is real, and that we have shape-shifting politicians. That's what this confirms. And celebrities. Don't forget Tom Cruise is apparently a reptilian as well. In some circles, most celebrities are reptilians. And all that's just been confirmed by that one bas relief.
As we planned, my team will continue.
Oh, I'm a reptilian too, yeah.
This gateway. Other expedition parties can commence when ready.
Well, I have a friend that connects everything. I have one specific friend that connects the dots on everything. So there's no coincidence. Everything is absolutely linked. There's always a thing to look for. There's always some kind of connection. So, if I disagreed with him, I would probably be a reptilian. Yeah. Or at least a lackey of the reptilians. An Argonian maid, if you will. So. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes coincidences happen. I've been privy to a couple coincidences. Just a couple. I mean, it's kind of really difficult. It's really difficult to see the inscriptions. whole room is potentially some kind of hint. How is this a good idea? No. No. Remember, the drugs really kicked in, like, really hard. When that plant opened up.
Symbols we've seen in strangely carved niches all around here matches with what is written in the oldest parchment. I believe uncertainly that they represent a destination towards somewhere significant.
Take notes, Bonyet. Someone just call me Bonyet, okay. Notes taken. I don't even have to do any of the work. Steve Holt. Ornamental metallic object with an elder sign. A sign used for protection from powerful entities, carved on one of its faces. Just fucking grave robbing now. Really classy, Frank. Alright, let's do this. Got some things to put into other things. Where was that? Oh, it's over here. Good? We cool? We cool? Can't really tell if we cool. Just waiting for some Indiana Jones-esque shit to happen and it's not. Are these supposed to be webs? It's like strands, like silky gobs. Remind me never to say silky gobs ever again.
It's stuck. It's stuck.
You said that the last time you said silky gobs. I've said that before? Boy, I need to get my head checked. Fucking third eye is open.
For a moment, I thought my reflection in the mirror was about to talk to me.
Looks like Bizarro Superman. Vinny, I don't remember you ever saying silky gobs, and I'm here a lot. Did I ever say milky gobs?
Frank, can you hear me?
How the fuck am I getting reception?
Thank God. Yes,
I can't even make a phone call in the fucking Holland Tunnel.
It seems the effect of the mixture starts to wear off. Frank, heed me carefully. Time is running out, so I must be brief. Where exactly are you?
Dr. Faust, is that you? I'm inside the caves below the base. Where are you?
Listen, I cannot talk much. I know that you are having trouble remembering, but you must keep going. Use one of the submarines and follow the light.
Shit.
Do you hear me? Come on, please. Where are you? Damn it. The connection is lost. He said I have to keep going. Why? Where are they?
We finished tweaking the submarines one last time, and again they are ready enough for the next uncertain voyage ahead. This time we will also mark the way with light sources to make it easier for later expeditions. In a short while, all members of the primary underwater exploration party, led by Dr. James Barlow, will head for the next destination, which appears to be towards the mythical entrance to the legendary Netherworld. But again, I wonder whether we are looking for something that is not to be found. After all I've experienced, read, and studied here, after all those sleepless nights spent discussing the laws of nature and how to bend them, what lies beyond and how to reach a certain state to see more without eyes, even I cannot help but think that this journey may easily lead straight to hell, but we have to go through it all in search of answers. Dr. Morgan Blake. I love this concept, the idea of like a search for these mythical places that no one should ever be at. It is possible to assume that due to volcanic activities in the Earth's crust, the climate here is humid and temperate, but we don't know exactly whether this is the case. The theory somehow explains the nature of those small scattered fragments of obsidian along with that cryptic stone wall that welcomes you when you enter via the round gate. As men of science, we cannot fully grasp most of the phenomena happening around us. No apparent sign has ever been left behind, indicating the true motives... Shit's falling. Of the carvers of these inconceivably old caverns. All I'm sure of is that this place holds something strange. Grasping the soil here firmly in both hands gives me a rudimentary sensation I cannot translate into words, something I'm sure no other mortal man has hitherto perceived. Were those maze-like tunnels flooded at some point in time, or were they carved underwater? This was the main topic of debate at last night's meeting, and what Dr. Faust hinted at on various occasions, cited from a dark leather-bound book, was too frightening, at least for the ones who could understand the underlying links. The megalithic statues, ornate standing stones, and the flat areas of polished rock we could see at some points made us think that this place could be a religious temple complex of some sort. We cannot imagine what it looked like in its former days, for now it lies in ruin, bare and without any sign of underwater fauna or flora. Okay. Are there any submarines left? Conveniently, yes. This one's just unavailable. I mean, sure. I don't know if I can ever return back here, but...
An underwater adventure? Wow.
Okay, so... you have to be careful down here because you might run into emerald weapon, and if you're under-leveled for emerald weapon, which you most certainly will be when you first get here, then, oh, is that like a frog creature? That's cool, I like frogs. Then you're gonna get your ass handed to you, so it's not recommended. There is a cheese strategy, but I wouldn't recommend it because it takes like 45 minutes to an hour. And you're definitely gonna want the underwater materia so you can breathe. Also, I would recommend building a prawn before going down here. I mean, yeah, sure, you want a Cyclops. Sea moth is fine. A sea moth is fine. But a Cyclops... that thing will get you through. Sounds normal. Sounds fine. But I'm sorry, but what did I hit anything? I just, like, barely touched the frog. What we didn't see was the turgidity of the frog. And, I just swam a little too close to it. Okay, now that one was my fault. That one was my fault. Uh-oh. I hear dripping. Gotta be a little bit more careful. We'll have to be a lot more careful to be precise. Subnautica got really scary. In order to get to Naboo, you must go through the planet core. Jaja, you take the bongo.
Oh, Misa, take the bongo?
See, the reason I did the Jar Jar is to throw you off guard. Just when you thought it was safe to have a laugh. Oh, he's doing a Star Wars thing. Then something fucked up happens, and you're totally back in. Speaking of back in.
Locked.
What the hell? What am I doing back here? This looks different, slightly.
It's stuck.
Bach.
Locked.
I'm always locked out of my own room. Even in my fantasies.
Where am I? How did I get here? When?
These stone carvings. Too precise to be an Imperial Stormtrooper. I mean, to form naturally. No, this is just a natural rock formation. That face, totally natural. This, natural. Oh yeah, basalt. It just does that. It just forms like that. It's fine. Do you know what this could mean? We'd have to rewrite our history books. Nah, it's basalt.
Other expedition parties. Is there anyone who can read me? One
Basalt.
person is dead,
Sorry.
and 2 others have been injured by the partial ice cave collapse. There is something here with us. Do not come through our expedition route. I repeat, do not come through our expedition route.
Yes, I read you. This is Frank. For God's sake, what happened? And please, tell me where I can find you.
Frank, do not stray from your path. We have come across something terrible. Do not come here through our expedition route, no matter what happens. It looks like this fiendish netherworld depends on some kind of energy. An energy
Lavos.
that is stored in curious stoneworks similar to an obelisk with crystals on top. And they are able to clear away some of the strange plants.
Dr. Faust? Dr. Faust? Oh, come on, not again! This is nonsense. I cannot understand what is going on.
Yeah. But I mean, then again, you're lucky to even get fucking reception down here, man. Natural formations.
This stonework seems weak.
Wow. Look at these destruction physics. Anyway, now and only now am I able to swing my axe. I can just cause endless destruction on rocks I've already beaten the shit out of. Minecrafter. Yeah, that mouth looks a little bit suspect. You know what it looks like to me? It looks like a water slide. Or a very long beard. Ornamental object with metallic part engraved within a sandstone rock depicting an elder thing figured in the center. Oh, I love elder things. Definitely love me some elder things.
This obelisk is dead.
Trick of the light? What is that structure? Okay, this just is reminding me of Skyrim now a little bit.
Looks like something's missing here. These ivy-like plants are blocking the way.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. It's pretty good. We have to go up this way.
As I predicted, a race reptilian in physiology.
I told you about
lived inside
reptilians.
these ruins after the original builders. The Elder Things left the area after some unknown cataclysmic event, now lost in an archaic and lost chapter of Earth's history. This relief
Was it Atlantis?
depicts some reptilian creatures treating an elder thing with reverence. And the other relief with 4 tall figures, I believe symbolizes empty vessels. Golems. We've seen the same vessel figures depicted as assuming different roles several times in most of the murals or reliefs we've come across so far.
But one of many elder things.
I can't move it. The ice on the track is obstructing the movement.
We're getting to a point now where all the puzzles in the game are just hit with axe.
He's dead. It's not working. He's dead.
There we go. I don't know if that beam will pass through the rock. It won't. It won't. Alright. This seems like the right thing to do, but... that is indeed the right thing to do. Oh, okay, I see. That was me like 40 or 50 times tonight. Just, Hmst is probably the best thing I ever came up with. Though I'll bet you $3 or $4 that someone else came up with it before I did. It's my lasting contribution to society and internet culture as a whole. Hmstiv. Let's see, I probably am the first to have come up with Hmstiv. Hmstivda. Staffelfield. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I just need some sleep. There it is. Okay, that's goofy. Their tails are going into each other. Come on. If you've ever seen Prometheus, they recover some, like, ancient events through hologram. And, like, you get to see the engineers running from destruction.
The same set of symbols we've seen in strangely carved niches all around here matches with what is written in the oldest parchment. I believe uncertainly that they represent a destination towards somewhere significant.
But yeah, they kind of look like the Goombas from Super Mario Brothers movie. And anyway, yeah, in Prometheus they employed a similar tactic. Which, not a great movie, but yet a couple things stick out. Has a couple moments that I remember pretty vividly.
This stone works.
I'm gonna save, like right about here. And come back to this tomorrow. Because, you know, it's late. But yeah, once you leave the base, things get pretty fucking weird. In the best way possible. So, why don't we just save in here? This seems like a safe little spot. And it's not a long game either. We're not really even that far off from the ending. So like one more stream. But I mean the good news is I can like finish it on Halloween Day. Which it is already, yes, but you know what I mean. I'm also going to be doing another surprise game that I think would be very enjoyable for Halloween. That'll be tomorrow, and I'll probably do a little bit more if I have time. So if I'm like completely done with that game, I'm done with the other thing I want to stream, then there's always more weird shit that I have in folders locked away on my hard drive. Just awful, awful games. But yeah, I'll try to even do some Mario Galaxy. I'll try to do some Mario Odyssey early tomorrow, like just afternoon, just for fun. So if you're around tomorrow, maybe you'll catch some Mario Odyssey. And then sometime around the night region, there will be Halloween things. So that's my idea for tomorrow. And I'll probably end up doing Cry of Fear, if not tomorrow night, then the day after or the day after that. So, I mean, we're real close to finishing a bunch of that stuff. Then I can stream a lot of Mario and something else too. So, now it's time to say goodbye to a world of pure imagination.